Over to you.
Thanks very much, Lou. Once again, it's game day live from the Hoyt's Gfinity Esports Arena here in Sydney, Australia. As we move into the second match, Tom, it's going to be the Melbourne Order versus Perth Ground Zero. And I tell you what, after that introduction from ROF, the pressure is on him not to drop a single game today. He said it in the intro and he said it in the tweet. What do you think is going to happen, Tom?
Look, I'm starting to wonder how ROF's going to keep ramping it up each week. He's doing the big tough guy routine, and he's getting deeper and deeper into the hole. But I think he's going to start running out of options soon. Look at that smile. That's not an angry smile.
The smile of the villain himself.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, but he's turned on the serious mode, and Sio knows he's got his work cut out for him. Let's move into match one. It's going to be ROF versus Sio. So this is going to be Birdie versus Ibuki. Now, I do know, like you said, historically, Tom, Sio has troubles against Birdie. It's a tough matchup for Ibuki. Ibuki likes to own the neutral game, particularly with those EX kunais as well. Lets her get in for free. But ROF has a very strong neutral game as well. Sio's looking concerned. Tom?
I don't know. Well, it's interesting. I think even though Ibuki got nerfed last season, it's like, she has issues, but she's still a really strong character. And she still has some tools that can blow Birdie up. She just has to get that ball rolling fast. She has to get out the gate, make a strong entrance. Otherwise, because it's hard to fight back against the life deficit against Birdie.
That's right. All right, let's lock them both in. It's time for game one of the Melbourne Order versus the Perth Ground Zero live at the Hoyt's Gfinity Esports Arena, Tom. Let's get into it. It's going to be Sio versus ROF. And Sio is looking to do better than last week where he ate a perfect, I think 2 perfects.
Two, yeah.
That's right.
That was he got a ghetto P on ZG and ZG double perfect.
A ghetto perfect. All right, and you can see Sio backing off immediately from the pressure from ROF. ROF looking to go in strong here now.
Oh, that's a big thing in this matchup is that Birdie struggles with Ibuki's jumping medium kick. I don't know what it is, but that button just beats Birdie's crouching medium punch, which is one of the best anti-airs in the game. And speaking of beating anti-airs, ROF with a big jump in and all the
That's right, and there's the air throw, and Sio says no more of your jumping shenanigans. All right, and we're going to see a command grab. No command grab tomorrow for ROF. He's going to pay for that one hit. Into the V-trigger shenanigans.
Oh, that shimmy was
and I love the reset. All right. ROF in big trouble, and he pays for it. That's going to be a stun from Sio taking round one.
Oh, my goodness. That was such a turn. That's Ibuki. Here's the point. Good man. It's this... Ibuki is such like a round stealer. She just goes for the throat and takes things so fast.
Sio saving the smiles until he puts ROF to bed. He looks like he's taking the round here. Look at all this damage now coming out from Sio. Great.
I
pay him
love
back
that.
with the command grab.
I love that command grab from ROF. That's a great option because Ibuki is -2 there, so he's going to be patient and not press anything, and ROF is taking advantage.
All right, there's the EX bullhead. There's the Super Mario. Sio trying to get out of dodge there.
Oh my goodness.
V-trigger mix up once again. Which side is it going to be? All right, he opts to go for the side this time. There's the throw. RF didn't want to press any buttons.
Oh my goodness.
There's the EX bullhorn to get out of dodge. This is going to be big damage on Sio. Sio with one more chance, but there's no anti-air. And ROF getting a free round there, I think, with the anti-air. So we're going to go into round 3 in the final round.
You don't see mistakes like that from players of this caliber very often, so it's interesting to see Sio slip up a little bit, especially after such a strong opening.
All right, and there's the sweep from ROF. Sio's got full
punish. Oh, no!
Punish. That's no good. That's a big drop from Sio.
Yeah, that's bad.
He's straight out of the corner there. Here comes Sio. It's time to turn up his volume now up on ROF.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, now Ibuki flexing those jump-in muscles now.
There's Birdie out once again. He's not going to be dead just yet. He's going to need one more guess after this. All right, here comes the reset.
He dropped the reset. Good punish.
Saw that one from ROF. That is it. Perth Ground Zero puts game 1 on the board. Sio taking out ROF. Sio very happy with himself. Finally a smile on his face. Very well played, and look how many times he baited ROF there.
That was a really sick shimmy. I like the way he recognised that ROF was mashing throw a little bit that game, and so he started just going for that. You walk in, and you walk back, and you hit that crouching medium punch. You bait him into hitting the throw, and then you punish him, and you get big damage for it. And that's a massive factor in Street Fighter V. And I'm very impressed with the way the Sio used it.
That's right, all that trash talking from ROF, it didn't work out, unfortunately, in game 1. Let's go to an instant replay. You can see Toe taking out ROF in 2 straight rounds here. Look at that confirm into the V-trigger activation, into the overhead.
I love that reset, man. And then the shimmy. See, there's the first one we saw, and see, ROF just kept biting.
In a row. ROF getting a little bit jittery perhaps today, just mashing on that throw tick a little bit too often. And Sio taking full advantage of it. And look, there it is again, that confirm into the V-trigger activation. He's got that down pat. Opts to go for the other side, but just straight into the command grab.
Oh, my
ROF answers back with an EX bullhorn, but it's not going to be enough.
It's so interesting. This is just a game of 2 comebacks, but in such different ways. The way that Birdie attacks and the way Ibuki attacks with this sort of shimmy, back and forth, kunai offense. And it's really interesting the way that you see these 2 different players play each other. but still sort of make the same results. And I love this showing from Sio here. A couple of drops, it was a bit sloppy, but at the end of the day, you can see that was a clean match from Sio.
Yeah, and he read the wake-up EX bullhorn there from ROF, and Sio popping off there, very happy with his play. And Peter, the mother hen, the alpha male, happy with his fellow teammates' play. We're going to see Peter on later on today at the Gfinity Elite Series. But first, I'm going to go into the next match. It's going to be Travis Styles versus Dookie T. Now, Dookie was on a tear last week. Played so well, sealed the deal for Perth Ground Zero. Let's see if he can repeat it again this week, Tom.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. However, this is a bad matchup for his character. Balrog, historically, especially in this game, with these excellent V-skill, a new addition to his kit, because he can just walk through Sonic Booms. He doesn't have to jump. He can just, you can see Travis dismantled Space Ghost when they played Avant.
That's right.
And that was a clean 2 rounds. So it's going to be interesting. Dookie, a different style of Guile to Travis Styles, but we're just going to, to Travis Styles, to Space Ghost rather. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. But look, it's Travis's match to lose.
Look, it looks like ROF found another pair of shades in his glove box in his car. He's given it to Travis Styles. I don't think Travis is going to need the shades power, actually, because he did so well last time he was on. He went 2-0 last time.
Yeah, no, I don't know why he's hiding those beautiful eyes, beautiful blue eyes. He had some secret tech he was showing me in the back room earlier with his eyes, but he's sort of hiding it now. I'm a little bit disappointed.
All right, let's go into game 2. It's going to be Travis Styles versus Dookie T. This is an uphill matchup for Guile. Let's see what Travis has in the bag. He's got to redeem Melbourne Order against Perth Ground Zero. RF dropping that first game there in an unfortunate drop against Sio. Sio making very good work, very sure work of ROF with those overheads. Let's go into game 2 now. Both characters locked in. It's Travis Styles, Boxer, versus Dookie T. Zabuki. Let's go into game 2. It's Melbourne Order versus Perth Ground Zero.
Ooh.
Let's get it on, Tom.
I am very excited. This is going to be an interesting matchup. This is all going to be... Oh, there's the other... he's got the eye shadow.
Doesn't he look beautiful here today?
This is going to be a matter of how is Dookie going to deal with the fact that Travis can just sort of get in for free against him. It's going to be... See, there it is already. There's that use of that V-skill. It's a massive tool. Dookie's going to have to play a similar way that he did last week, which obviously worked well for him in this buttonsy, oppressive style. Yeah, and I like the start he's have here, but here comes Travis now.
Dookie's got to keep that space between himself and Travis Styles to really be able to throw Sonic Boom safely, so you can see there that V-skill whips. All right, there's that anti-air from from Dookie. Again, no anti-air from Dookie. He's going to pay for this one now. Dookie in the trouble. He's going to slow rise now. He's not happy with that lack of anti-air. No. Travis going for a frame trap there.
Oh, tries to jump out. I like that reverse from Travis.
And look at that great damage. He's going to eat all of that. Dookie in serious trouble. The stun meter's building. Travis is trying to push the offense here.
Just pops the V-trigger.
All right,
using it as a way to get out.
There's the anti-air. I like it.
Big button. Balrog doesn't have a cross-up button, so Dookie doesn't have to be afraid of that cross-up scenario.
And we got a jab from Dookie. I like it. All right, here comes Travis now pushing the offensive. Hasn't popped his own V-trigger yet. He's going to try and pop it now in a moment. There it comes, and now it's time for Travis to turn up the volume. Oh, my! He's in trouble.
But Dookie has super.
Oh, and a fantastic confirm into the dash low. I like it. Travis taking out round 1.
The stoic, he's ready to go. No emotion. He's audible.
He's taking the glasses off. I think he's decided it's an impediment today.
Yeah, I know. He just hasn't quite got that.
All right, Dookie waiting for opening salvo from Travis. There's the jump in. No anti-air from Dookie. He's going to pay for that one.
Yeah, no, this is bad. It's just this is a story of little mistakes from Dook, and Travis is just capitalizing on them at maximum capacity.
All right, and Dookie finding himself in the corner again now. Guile fighting so well out of the corner. All right, I like it. Dookie in serious trouble now. Here comes the bounce.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Travis going for the frame trap. Dookie again popping that V trigger, but Travis is ready with the V reversal.
Back throw.
All right, Dookie's got to make something happen here. We're going to see an upside down kick. He doesn't opt to go for it, just with the crouching jab a bit too far.
I love these V reversals from Travis Styles.
Oh, and he's just got through the Sonic Boom. He's trying to bait the throw tech from Dookie T. But it's not going to be enough. And there's the low from Travis, closing out a very easy game for for Melbourne Order. And that is Travis Styles taking out a Dookie T. Very well played. On go the shades once again. I like it. Really an effortless game there from Travis Styles, Tom. He played very well.
That's exactly what we expected, I think. It's that Boxer just deals with Guile's kit so well with that V-skill, because Guile is strong because of how good that Sonic Boom is. But if you can just discount the Sonic Boom and take it out of his game, it makes life much harder for Guile, which we're going to see in these replays
right. And
here.
Look at these big jump-ins from Travis. For those of you who thought Boxer was nerfed in Season 3, Travis is making it look like Boxer's still very much alive here, really just beating the crap out of Guile here in the corner.
I love his use of Boxer's strong buttons in neutral outside of the V-skill, because he's sitting in a position where Dookie doesn't want to throw fireballs, so now he's like, okay, now I can start pressing buttons, and there's just this sort of back and forth aggressiveness that just made it pretty much a wash.
And Dookie say losing that round with full critical art on deck. You can see here he doesn't get a chance to use it here in the second round either. That is a real heartbreaker for Dookie T after his performance last week. But Travis Styles, no slouch. And look at this play. Look at this just really kinetic play from his boxer. Very well played. Travis Styles putting a game on the board for Melbourne Order. Next up, we're going to go to see Zed versus Rups. Rups making his return. The man of the Gfinity Elite Series. If you're not playing 100% on Rups' team, you're off the team, Tom.
Oh, yeah, no, we've heard he's called his friends out, his teammates, his brothers on stage right next to Luke. It's incredible. And the man is he's just a killer. But Zed is also a killer. Zed's Nikali is one of the filthiest things I've ever seen, Alex. Mika is a character that sort of lacks defensive options a little bit, so it's going to be interesting to see how, without a reversal, of course, it's going to be interesting to see if Zed can get the ball rolling. It's going to be really rough for Rups to get things.
That's right, Tom. Let's move into game 3. It's going to be Zed versus Rups, and I just heard from backstage if this does go to the 7th game, ROF has elected to give up his slot to Travis Styles if we go to game 7 versus Rups. But let's get into game 3 now. Rups versus Zed. This is going to be an uphill battle for Rups. Zed is the man of the moment. He's very good at his meaty pressure in the corner. He's known for his meaty pressure. You cannot press buttons on Wake Up against this man.
No.
And look at this early whip punish. He's almost got about 30% on Rups.
Already.
Rups is no slouch. He's got that neutral game down pat, and look at this neutral game trying to play out now.
This is interesting because these are two characters that have rather stubby normals, but at the same time they're both very aggressive style characters. So you're going to see it's going to be a battle of patience at first, and then whoever gets that first confirm here is going to have a massive advantage going forwards. And it looks like, oh no, it doesn't look like Rups has the advantage. All of a sudden he's almost dead.
All right, and Zed now pushing the offensive. He's looking. Yeah, but here comes Rups. He's got that feature.
Big
and Zed bet the farm on that one. That was a second EX reversal, not yet. And there's the stun, and a spectacular turnaround from Rups. He's almost going to take round 1. It's not going to be enough. We're going to see the command grab. Not yet. There's the crouching short.
Oh my god.
And Zed saw the dashboard. He knew Rups was going to go for the sneaky command grab to close out round 1, but he was ready for it. Zed takes round 1, Tom.
That was really disappointing. Rups could have spent the bar then. He could have spent the bar a bit extra and spent some meter and then killed him and once secured that round. But now he's on the back foot. You really don't want to lose this game. It's one apiece.
That's right. It's one apiece here. Rups has got the first. Rups has dropped the first round, but he has got full critical art on deck. He can confirm he's going to save it now.
Oh my god.
And there's the second EX Wake Up from Zed. That dropped from the last round, not putting him off. All right, a great confirm from Rups. A great continue. There's the EX reversal again. Zed's been going. That's the 3rd time he's gone. He's 2 for 3 on those.
Yeah, I know.
It's anyone's round here. Rups has got 2 bars on the board here.
He also has that V-trigger both players do. Oh, he just goes for it. What is happening?
All right, no follow-up there from Rups, unfortunately. All right, here comes Zed with the confirm. This is going to hurt. Rups is in trouble. The command grab is on deck.
Oh my goodness.
Rups pressing the crouching short to try and get out of it. There's the big crush counter.
Please spend the bar.
And that is going to be it. And Rups is going to close out round 2. He's going to confirm into the critical art. He's going to spend that currency while he's on it. And that is it. Round 2 to Rups. It is now 1 round apiece. Zed's looking like he's confident. He's on board. Travis looking confident with those shades on. Rups closing his eyes. He's got to take out this round if he wants to take it to 2 games to 1 for Perth at round 0.
Oh my goodness. So I'm glad that Rups spent the bar there. If he had made the same mistake twice in a row, then Alex, I don't know what I would have done. But now we're back into round 3, and this is a good... If you're Zed, you'll take this scenario now, because he has that critical art on deck instead. So now look, is this going to be it? No, he wants to spend 1 bar instead of 3.
All right, Rups is in serious trouble now. Here comes the stun and just baiting out the throw tech. It looks like that's going to be it. Zed has taken it 2 rounds to 1 over Perth round 0. Rups going down. Very good playing. Very good showing from Rups there. Unfortunately, couldn't repeat the magic from last week, but we'll see Rups later on today if it does go to a 7 in Perth round 0 versus Melbourne Order. And I'd just like to repeat that I've heard from backstage that Requiem of Fear, RF, has opted to give up his slot to Travis Styles. If they do go to a 7th game, it will be Travis Styles versus Rups. Travis going to act as the anchor in place of ROF. But we're not there yet. Let's go to an instant replay and a great confirm here from Rups. Just making Zed hit the panic button there with the EX reversal on Wake Up. And look at that stun meter.
And that's around. Now, I really like... So Nikali has a dive kick in this game, and it's rather slow, but it is a good pull. But you could see that several times in this set, Rups would just walk under the dive kick, make it whiff, and then would get a big punish. And it was a really interesting choice that I haven't seen a lot of players do against Nikali, and I don't think Zed was really prepared for it. However, as we can see here, Zed just had this sort of oppressive pressure happening, and then obviously Rups decides to spend the bar here, which is a mistake he made in that first round. This game could have been over, which I'm glad that he made this choice. But you see, Zed just had control. Rups was always fighting an uphill battle here, and he just, which happens a lot, actually, I've noticed in Rups' games, but this was just an oppression session from Zed, and it was just over so fast in this third round.
Yep, a fantastic throw bait there from Zed, a shimmy, I should say, we like to call it in the business, and Zed taking that game 2-1 over Repupplezorg, but Rups is going to be back up next week. We're going to have ROF versus Repupplezorg, so Repupplezorg is going to stay in the chair. We're going to go to Rups next, but before we go to Rups, we're going to head over to Luke and Lachlan for the debrief.
Let's go, boys.
Zed just too good for Rups there. Let's have a look at how it's been playing out so far. ROF taking... ROF going down. So I almost gave him a game for no reason. ROF lost. After all his smack talk, he lost. Travis Styles came back then for Melbourne Order. But then Zed also came back as well. So Perth Ground Zero have got to come back hard when we come back for Game 4 after this short break. Rups takes on ROF right here on Street Fighter 5. Brought to you by Astro Headsets and Dare Ice Coffee. Don't go away. We'll be back real soon.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
Calamari.
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 Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare Ice Coffee.
And welcome back to the Gfinity Elite Series. I'm here with Robbie, who is with the Brisbane Deceptors. Now, you have gone full Alex. You're looking absolutely amazing. Talk me through your look.
Yeah, I mean, we've been building on it every week. We got some suspenders, we got some green jeans, and maybe if I lose this week, I'll bleach my hair, but that's the only... I said maybe. No promises.
So last week, you guys were awesome. You were up against Avant. It was a pretty tough match. You're obviously devastated with the loss. How are you going to bring it back today?
Well, I'm hoping for a 4-0 win this week because I really need to go to the toilet. But we just take each week as it comes, and we were severely disappointed in last week's loss. We thought we had the matchups we wanted, and we thought we would clean that pretty convincingly, but we couldn't pull it out of the bag this week.
So to ensure the win, do you have any superstitions or anything like that?
Not off the top of my head.
You don't put one sock on first. You don't have to eat. Hey, Luke, what's
What are you guys up to?
what are you up to?
Oh, I'm hosting a show.
Oh, really?
Oh, hey man, I didn't realise I'd see you guys here.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. I don't know, I just thought I'd come and sit here for a change. Just take a break.
Good make.
All right, people are yelling
wait,
about my bald spot from up the back.
Luke, do you have any superstitions before we start the show?
Yes, I have to go and massage oil into my bald spots.
You do not.
Yeah, I do. I'm also trying to regrow hair desperately. Hey, you've got a wonderful head of hair, Robbie. So it's beautiful.
Do you want some?
Yeah, just shave it off and stick it in my head. Hey, I'd love to see you do a throwback to the casters because I'm going to take a break for a bit. So do you want to be like, all right, it's time to head into this next match? Tom and Alex, it's time to fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go, man. Straight down the lens,
It's time to go for the next fight. Let's go. They think we're free, but let's go.
All right, that was reasonable. That was fine.
It was reasonable, yeah. First go, first attempt.
Robbie, you're done. You can stop now, buddy.
We're not free!
Thank you.
Okay, so welcome back, everybody. After that absolute mess, we are going to get into Game 4, and it's going to be a jam-packed one. We've got the two captains going at it, ROF versus Rups. And before we get into the proceedings, we do need to mention that there were some slight changes here, as there was a schedule issue. Travis will not be the game's... Travis Styles will be subbing in for ROF for the Game 7, if it goes that far. There was just a slight rostering issue and we messed up a couple stands, but here we are, all sorted, all
How
good.
did that happen, Tom?
Look, I'm going to blame Robbie.
All right, let's blame it all on Robbie. Let's go into the fourth game now. It's ROF versus Rups. Rups has got to put a frown on ROF's face. He was talking so much trash today.
Yeah, I know.
And on Twitter, if he loses to Rups, it's going to be all over Red Rover. Rups is determined. Look at the look on this man's face.
Rups does not like losing two
The
games
team
in a row,
captain.
Alex. So let's get into it. Game 4 rather. So this is a hard matchup for Mika, right? Because a similar reason that Ibuki struggles with Mika, it's that she struggles in the neutral. You see how he's using these tools and Mika can't really fight it? She just sort of has to jump, hope he does an anti-air, and he almost
And
had
speaking
it
of jump there,
there.
it's just a bit of a whiff, unfortunately, but Rups, he's bleeding health now. He's down about 20% already. ROF looking like he's sitting pretty here. He's just walking forward. He is not intimidated by Rups Mika at all. How do you think he's going to be able to get in, Tom? This looks like an uphill battle here, like you said.
Well, it's interesting. Mika has a couple of tools that can blow up, like Birdie's really strong anti-air. You do the belly flop. Oh, stayed a chain. This is bad. Ooh, delay rise. I like that choice from Rups there, but it's a game of risks. You have to take a big risk here, and it has to pay off, and then you have to go for the throat. It's hard for Mika, but Rups is such a strong player that I think that if he can get that opportunity, he can seize it.
Look, Rups is such an explosive player, Tom. I think he only needs to get him once. Speaking of getting him, here comes in Natashenko, but he doesn't block it, unfortunately. ROF blocked very well. All right, here comes some pressure now from Rups, but ROF again with the V reversal.
Oh my
with a big jump here. Rups was ready for it. Look at that grey life on Rups. He's going to make sure he takes punish damage. Here comes the punish now from Rups. This is his chance.
All right, here we go. This is what I was talking about. He has to capitalise now. Oh, we made a mistake. Oh,
It's
no.
all over for Rups, and there it is. That is going to be round one to ROF. And he's not screwing around now. Rups has got his work cut out for him. Rups looking a little bit disappointed after that drop in round one. Oh, and straight
my goodness.
up trying to put Rups off his game. All right, doesn't opt to go for the second one. Tries to braid a button out of Rups. He's not getting
Oh, okay, so that's a true punish. A lot of characters struggle to punish Birdie Sweep, but Mika can always spend one bar on that EX shooting peak and punish it. And oh my god, speaking of spending bar, look at that damage on command
went for
grab.
another command grab there, but he wasn't. Rups was ready for that one, Tom. All right, and here comes
my
big
goodness,
damage from
this
ROF.
Oh, here we go.
Command grab from ROF, but he's going to pay for it dearly with a V-trigger activation now from Rups. He's got ROF in the corner. ROF is in trouble. He's going to activate to get himself out of dodge now. Goes for the crush counter, but Rups doesn't fight.
Oh my god.
A beautiful neutral jump. All right, he opts to save the critical art for the next round. He's going to stay alive for the next round, Tom.
Oh, can he punish? I don't even know. Okay, he can. Yep. Yeah, shooting peak.
Great punish.
Oh,
There it is. What a read. He caught the jump back. Wow. I'm speechless, Tom.
Oh, that gets me so
Rups is in the house here live at the Gfinity Esports Arena. It's now one round apiece now. Let's see if Rups can close this one out. Great punish on the slide with the EX shooting peach.
I gotta slow down, man. I'm just tiring me out. Rups has played like nearly every game he's been.
All right.
Oh, no!
It's on the banana peel.
God, what is happening? It's all
ROF already Mario Kart trick.
Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, no punish on...
Oh, and there's a dash command grab. Just caught Rups asleep there. That's okay.
Oh!
Second command grab. We're going to see a third one, Tom.
No. Oh, the neutral jump. He was afraid of it. Good anti-air. Great driver.
He's going to try and turn up the volume now. Here comes the activation.
Oh, that was sick. But he could have got a bigger jump.
That was unfortunate. It's anyone's game. Here comes the activation.
Oh.
ROF.
Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. Both players. Watch for a walk.
Oh, I
command
can't
grab.
speak, Tom. I'd be terrified if I were Rups now. ROF has got all the resources on board now. But there's a command grab. It's not going to be enough. Can we see a second one?
Another one?
Rups is going to do another guess.
Oh,
ROF little wake up the X.
Oh my god, one more hit. Oh, the can.
Here comes the can. He's going to use it as a shield to get in it.
Oh, the overhead.
And beautifully played. ROF popping off. Very well played. No one expects the overhead, and he's done that before, Tom. He likes to finish those games with the overhead.
Yeah, very
and Rups
strong.
just a little bit too late there, perhaps expecting a command grab there from ROF. But finally, all that trash talking has paid off.
Yeah, I
ROF
know.
Putting a game on the board for the Melbourne Order.
Wouldn't it have been a shame if
Gfinity Elite Series.
Wouldn't it have been a shame if you did all that trash talking and then went 0-2?
I think that would be funny. But let's just say that privately. Okay, here we go to the instant replay now. It's anyone's game here. Both players about even on health. Oh, look at that whiff punish there from Rups. There's the V reversal. We're off a bit intimidated by the whiff punish there. It's one round as we go into the second round here. And a fantastic punish there on that whiff command grab by Rups. He starts to back off.
It's interesting. I think he was a little bit too afraid, which is something that you don't see Rups do very often, but he was a little bit afraid of 30.
Oh, look at that. That's the best read I've seen here today.
That was
Series
sick.
time, just catching that jump back from ROF.
And it looks
There's
like
the reset and the EX bullhead on ROF. Look at that damage, using that can to get in. I think Rups was expecting something else, perhaps a lower command grab, but ROF just finishing that round out beautifully with the overhead, and you can see the pop off there, and he's doing very well for himself, trash talking to the crowd. He's still here, ROF, and he's still alive, and trash talking those glasses are doing very well for him, Tom. And that is it. We're going to go into the next game now. It's going to be Travis Styles versus Dookie T, and this is going to be a repeat from the match we saw earlier in the day where we saw Travis just demolish Dookie T in straight rounds.
That's such a shame. Oh, okay.
We're going to see a counter pick here from Dookie. He's going to go to Akuma to take on Travis's Boxer. I like this pick.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all here. As we saw, like Boxer just has a lot of tools that can sort of just crush Guile's offense and sort of make him be in a scenario where he can't handle it. So we're going to see in this game, Akuma is a much stronger character against Boxer just because he's wide in a way where he doesn't... Boxer's tools don't stop Akuma's tools. So, however, this is a pocket. So don't expect it to be as strong as Duke's Guile, but I expect a strong showing here because he has been working on this Akuma for a little while.
All right, and I expect big things here from Dookie's Akuma. Peter's already told him if he loses, he's off the team. He's got to make something happen here. All right, it looks like it's working out. It looked like it's working out a little better than the Guile pick, but he does find himself in the corner again. But Akuma, largely considered by many to be the best character in the game, certainly by the international players, just misses the whiff punish there, unfortunately. Here comes Travis and a great punish. There's the X Fireball.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
get
now,
some space.
yeah, you're going to see that this is supposed to be a matchup where Akuma sort of attacks Balrog a little bit more. But Travis is doing an excellent job of just controlling the pace and not letting Duke attack.
That's right, and Akuma, of course, does have the life deficit against Balrog. It's going to be hard. If he gets hit, it's going to hurt a lot. And look at this fishing from Dookie T here, trying to get a counter hit on Travis and try and make something happen. And this round certainly looks like to be working out a bit better for Dookie now. The round's certainly lasting a lot longer than the last time they played.
And life total sitting about even now, but that's dead.
And that is going to be it. Travis Styles takes round one as he so far remains undefeated here at the Hoyts Gfinity Elite Series at the Esports Arena. Let's
good negative edge buffer. Yeah, that was sick. So this is interesting. Travis is sort of playing a little bit different now. He's rather big DP. Oh my goodness.
Dookie just throwing caution there. There's the EXDP. He's had enough of Travis in his boxer.
Yeah, no, but I don't blame him because he's kind of getting outplayed a little bit here, Alex. So he's going to have to start taking some risks. This slow
look at that standing roundhouse. No, that's going to work. Drop get the follow-up. Dookie in big trouble now. This could be it. All right, doesn't go for the throw tech. Great block. Here comes the activation for Travis to finish him off.
Oh my goodness, gutsy stand jab there, interrupting the string. Oh my goodness. Oh, DP.
A chance now for Dookie. Here comes the critical out. It's not going to be enough. He's going to need one more guess after this.
Oh, he chases him down. Oh my god.
Doesn't get a follow-up now. There's the air fireball. Oh, Dookie trying to stay alive now. Oh, but Travis is just too strong. And Travis continues his undefeated wins here at the Gfinity Elite Series. He is now 4-0. Live at the Hoyts Gfinity Esports Arena. On go the glasses. Yeah. That's ROF and Travis, the terrible two.
Yeah, I know. Look at him. the Batman and Robin, but they're not good guys. That was terrible. But
There's that evil music in the background.
Yeah.
The bad boys of Street Fighter V. Travis Styles keeping the dream alive for the Melbourne Order. As we go into an instant replay here. Now, Tom, I like the counter pick here with Dookie T to Akuma. It certainly worked out better than his Guile pick. But Travis, once again, proving he was just too strong in the neutral game. Balrog still very much alive in Season 3.5, even though I think Travis is the only one left playing Balrog now.
No, there's him and Smug. They're the two left. And I don't blame them because these are two character specialists. Like, these are two guys that can use this character in multiple ways and play different matchups. And then in this closeout game, Travis just showed why being a character specialist and sticking to your guns can work out, because it doesn't matter who Dookie picks, he just outplayed him.
That's right. Very well played here from Travis, just closing out in straight rounds against Dookie. Unfortunately, that Akuma counter pick, he had the right idea, but it wasn't enough. Here at the Gfinity Elite Series, we're going to go into the next match now. It's going to be Zed versus Sio.
I believe that's 4.
Oh, that's 4. I'm sorry.
I believe that is 4.
I haven't had enough iced coffee. That's 4. And that's going to be it. We're going to go over to Lockie and Luke for the debrief. And just like that, it was over so quickly.
It was a quick set.
Yeah.
It just came and went. I don't blame you. I had to double take at my notes, Steve, and make sure that I wasn't, going nuts myself. So let's send it over, boys. How you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sad for Perth Ground Zero. They just got cleaned up by Melbourne Order, the bad boys, the villains. I wanted Ground Zero to win. Yeah, that's right. I'm totally biased. I wanted them to win. Let's have a look right now at the scores for that match. So yeah, RF went down first, but that didn't mean much for the rest of the play because Travis Styles took out Dookie T, Zed took out Rups, RF took out Rups, and Travis Styles just brought it home. Solid play from Travis Styles. Really good form from Melbourne Order. Right now, Ash is chatting to the big bad man himself. How's he feeling? I mean, he's always feeling good, isn't he, Ash?
I assume so, but how do you feel about being called a big bad man himself?
Don't know what he's talking about. Luke, come on, man. Think of something better.
So congratulations on that win there.
Man, I put you on the spot.
Congratulations on that win there. Did it turn out as you expected today?
Yes, it did, and I'm surprised Taylor ran his mouth, so that's what you get. Just don't run your mouth and you won't get knocked out.
So you do like to talk a little bit of smack, but you did lose that first match. What went wrong there?
Nothing went wrong. It's just the nature of Ibuki, so let's just say I wanted to give him a win since he hasn't had one yet, so yeah, we'll just go for that. Sorry about that, Taylor, but getting a 1 is at least better than nothing, hey?
Well, I hope so. So how would you have felt, though, if you had lost after that?
If you've seen the team there, we've got one of the strongest teams here, so there's no way we're going to lose. So I wasn't really thinking that we were going to lose in that set at all. I'm really confident in Travis's ability playing against Guile and dealing with that matchup. So obviously he took that one against Dookie, and then Dookie obviously realizing that he can't take over Guile, tried to go for Kuma, but no, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Well, I guess the confidence definitely worked for you. So great job. Congrats on the win, and looking forward to see what you come up with next week.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No worries. Back to you, Luke.
What a rotten egg. Isn't he a rotten egg? He's a bad egg, ROF. I don't trust him. He's no good. Hey, let's analyse the play. Hamlet. No, not really. Let's analyse the play of the game. Oh, it's a horrible joke I wrote, man. Don't listen to me. Hey, let's let's get into analysis of the game.
All right, so here we have, it's the first game with So and ROF. This is the game that he lost. This is a really fun one because Buki can do some really cool things using that V trigger. Now, we can see here, it's coming up soon, where Birdie puts down that can. That can, really strong. We spoke about it last time, takes up a lot of space, forcing people to jump. And Saya was aware of that, knew that he was looking for the jump, and got that air throw. Now, can we just rewind that a little bit? Back to the V-trigger activation. Yep, here we go. So, right here, this is where Ibuki is strong, using this V-trigger, because it causes the other player to guess. Puts them in a lot of 50-50 situations. Now, if we can play now, and we can see where ROF has to guess, right here. And he got that shimmy. Now, this shimmy is what was destroying ROF. A shimmy is where you go up and you make the person think that you're going to throw them. And what they do is they click the button to throw. Because to beat a throw, you have to throw. And so the Ibuki player walked backwards, ROF pressed the throw button, he whiffed it, and that gave So the opportunity to press a button, get a punish, and take control of those games.
And it was interesting seeing ROF in a difficult position because we were down here having a chat. You were saying he was just pushing too many buttons, eh?
Yeah. It's just he was just throw teching all the time, pressing too many buttons. If you just sat back, relaxed, and just bided his time and probably...
Lockie's happy to coach you, ROF, is what we're saying. Let's look at the next bit of analysis.
Yeah, so this is Rups versus Zed. Now, this was Rups's to win right now. He got the mix-up, made Zed guess, he guessed wrong, got the stun. Now, if we pause it here, yeah, that's fine. So look at the health that Zed does not have. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a horrendous shot. You just paused it on, but anyway.
There we go.
Right, good. Keep going.
So if we look at the health that Zed doesn't have left and all the meter that Rups has to work with. So all he has to do is just get one nice big jumping combo, get that damage, take that round. And what would have been the smart idea is use one bar of his meter just to make sure it's confirmed 100% going to do that. Rups probably thought he didn't need to spend it. He would get that kill, and if we play that forward, we'll see. He does that jump in, and that's where he could have used that, on that butt slap. If he used the EX Peach, got the extra damage, would have been able to take that round and had the momentum, had the bar going forwards, which he had to spend all of it to take that second round and put him at a meter deficit going into that third round.
Yeah, we definitely didn't see Rupp's best form today. Hopefully Ground Zero can come back strong next week. Right now, it's Astro MVP time. Righto, Lockie, who's your Astro MVP for that match?
You know, I'm going to have to give it to Travis. He played so well. He absolutely dominated over Dookie in that first game and killed it. And then Dookie said, all right, I don't want to play Guile. I'll play Akuma, my pocket character, see if that makes a difference. And it did not. There was an unfortunate, I'm assuming it was an input error from Dookie where he put out the critical art, but Travis just too strong, played so smart. 100% Travis.
Too strong. And also the best looking guy in Aviators on the stage today, I'd say. All right, Travis Styles gets the Astro MVP for his awesome play. Well done, dude. All right, let's cross back to Ash. She's chatting to the lovely man himself, Rups. How's he feeling, Ash?
Yeah, I'm sure he's feeling a little bit sad, a little bit disappointed. Did the match turn out how you expected it today? Is there anything that you were hoping to improve?
I was hoping to use a new style if I was running into ROF, which I got away with early on, but wasn't able to make it work properly. Missed a lot of key moments.
How did it feel with that smack talk quite early on? I mean, you guys did take one win away from him. That must feel good.
Nah. Win it all or nothing.
I like that. I like that. So have you guys got your sights set on potentially the playoffs, or how have you been preparing, especially in the lead up to today and next week?
I think we're pretty likely to make the playoffs, so it's just focusing on refining our gameplay for the last few weeks, making sure we can guarantee wins against the teams we struggled with earlier on, and getting away with the first ones we've been getting away with so far.
So Dookie in that last round seemed like he might have made a boo-boo. What happened there?
Yeah, he used his super a bit earlier than he intended to, and that gave him not as much resources to clutch it out, because he could have taken it with one or two more situations, but without the meter, that was going to be way too hard for him.
Well, best of luck for next week. Hopefully you guys get a win. So you're 2 for 2 at the moment. Maybe you can make it 3. So best of luck. Thank you for talking.
Thank you.
Back to you, Luke.
Get on your Rups. Some of the Street Fighter